Let's talk about a niche that I have not discussed on this channel. It's one that I have a client in. It's a very large paying client. They pay me $6,000 per month. And it's one that I'm not 100% there with yet. I haven't seen the consistency. I'm not sure if I don't know if it would do as well in every state. I'm very, very bullish on concrete, on spray foam, because it's pretty black and white, right? Concrete is concrete is concrete. With this specific niche that I'm going to talk about today, I just don't know if people in some states are willing to pay for this, or I just don't know. Okay, and I'll explain it here in a moment. But anyway, I've had this client about a year, and we started at $3,000 a month. Then we added another site, we added another 2 sites. So now at this point, we have a couple of sites all pushing to this one client, and they are paying me $6,000 per month, okay? And as always, I want to tell you that I don't like to share niches unless I've personally tried them, unless I personally either made money or lost money. And if I've lost money, I'll tell you probably shouldn't do it. And if I've made money, I'll share it and say, hey, go check it out, okay? So that's number one. Number two is, as I said, I'm not 100% sold on it yet. So it's something you could consider, something you could try out, but it's similar to some of the niches I've shared that I've recently gone into. Until I've done 5 or 10 of these deals, I'm not going to endorse it. I'm not going to say, go do this. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. And that's the cool part about this, right? A lot of people that are in my position, in that they're kind of giving some tips and some tricks and some advice on a specific subject matter. They're just sharing random stuff. And I'm only sharing stuff that I've done, okay? I teach people how to go and get clients. I teach them how to generate leads, but I also do it. I have my own lead gen company, my own lead gen empire. I am a digital real estate landlord. And so I'm always testing out new stuff. I'm always testing out new angles, new scripts, new niches. So it's really fun for me, and it allows me to have unlimited content to share. In fact, somebody just messaged me, said, dude, you're putting out a lot. Like, how do you come up with ideas? It's like, it's so easy for me to come up with ideas of things to share because I'm doing this every single day. Anyway, here's the niche. The niche is gutter installation. Okay, now I'm not just going to say gutters, because gutter, it's not gutter cleaning, okay? And it's not even gutter repairs. Gutter installation, gutter replacement, okay? Now, the reason why I don't target gutter cleaning is because it's too low ticket, number one. And number two is because that's one of those services, like in the town I grew up, I don't think anyone even knew that was a service. I think you just got up on your ladder, you took your broom or your whatever, and you did it yourself. So that's the one thing I don't love about gutter cleaning. It's low ticket, and it's something you can do yourself. It's also why I don't like pressure washing, because it's also something that you can kind of do yourself. Go buy a deal, even though it's not the same, but people don't know that. I don't target gutter repairs either, because, and I've said this before, when I go and try new niches, it's because I already have a client in tow. I have a client in my back pocket. Okay, so what ended up happening, how I got this deal, is I had a client that I actually was selling this other kind of lead to, this other service, okay? I was selling them leads in this other niche. And this company, they added this other part of their business, which is gutters. So when they started doing that, they came to me and they're like, hey, you're crushing it for this. What about gutters? And I was like, I've never done it. That's what I tell everybody. Whenever I go into a new niche, I always have a client in my back pocket that's willing to spend the money, and I use their money to test it out. But I told them, I said, I haven't done this, but it will work the exact same in theory. Okay, so I said, let's try it out. And I gave them 2 different locations or whatever. And I said, it's $3,000 a month, so $1,500 a piece. And they said, okay, sounds good. And we did that, and it worked really well. And so then we added some more. And so anyway, we ended up at $6,000 a month. So the reason I don't have gutter repairs on my site is because they told me, they're like, we don't really want gutter repairs. They're like, we'll take them, because a lot of times, customers, they think they need a repair. They actually need a replacement, so it can get us to the house. But a lot of people with gutter repairs, it's just not high ticket. So I kind of left most of that off of my websites. I don't really even talk about gutter repairs. The whole website is talking about gutter installation, gutter replacements. And so if you're new to, lead generation, you're new to Rank and Rent, you're new to any of this, within these niches, there are specific services that are where the money is made. For example, in HVAC, all the money is made in changeouts, in replacements of the units. That's where the money is. There's such fat margins. It's so expensive. That's where the money's made. And so everyone's trying to target those specific things. It's not made in the other stuff. Or let's say, duct cleaning and dryer vent cleaning. Duct cleaning is a lot higher ticket thing compared to dryer vent cleaning, which is like less than $100. And so that's what's important about picking niches and then staying in them when they're good. And that's why if you look at my portfolio of digital real estate properties, it's not that many niches. It's concrete, it's tree service, it's spray foam, it's masonry / block wall, it's artificial grass. And then there's a couple of other ones that I'm trying out. And so I've been doing this for a year and I'm making $6K a month. But it's not been such that I've gone and built, 10 more. And so some of the challenges I've seen with this niche, by the way, that was an impressive stutter. Sorry. Some of the challenges I've seen with this niche is that it does seem to have a bit of this in the winter, right? It does seem to do a little bit of that, which most of the niches do that are home services. And again, I just think that some states, depending on how the home's built, excuse me, depending on how the home is built or what part of the country you're in, I don't know, I haven't done enough of these to know the ins and outs of gutters. Okay. Like with concrete, I know a lot about concrete. I know there's decorative, I know there's flat work. I know, the more highly searched things within flat work. I know how much stuff I know everything about concrete. I know everything about artificial grass. I know everything about tree service, but I'm just learning with gutters. But I will tell you this, I'm making $6,000 a month. So that's great. Okay. However, it hasn't convinced me that it's something I want to go build 10 sites in. And that to me is because some of the sites have produced really well. Some of the sites have been and some of the sites haven't been that great. So with concrete, if I had 6 sites, they would all hit because everybody needs concrete. So I'm not convinced that every city needs gutter replacements or needs, gutter replacements or gutter repairs if you decide to go into that. And so that's why I haven't talked much about it. I do want to let you know that it is something I am making money in, and it's a niche you can check out. And but take it with a grain of salt. And as soon as I start building more of these, I will be sure to let you know. But for now, I've got the one deal. It's got multiple sites feeding to one company, but I haven't gone outside of that specific state and that specific company. If you want to check it out, great. If not, stick with concrete.